from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. Some view this as a reward, others an opportunity to finish on a winning note here in the Sun Bowl. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Old Dominion Monarchs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They boot it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will now get its first chance with the football. Out to run the show is Jackson Potter. What a luxury it is to have a guy like Ellis Robinson the 4th and maybe take away a receiver from this offense. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Quick spin on the run. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Bringing the heat. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Roach. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his man. It's Humphreys. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rushes on him. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Roach. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Potter. He's going to take off. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Potter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
The Monarchs will punt this one away. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And man, that's a really good job by this defense to play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, to not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release, they break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
Catches it at the 15. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to pass. It's Potter. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. All defense so far, nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
To the air on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
At long last, a red zone opportunity, their first of the game here in the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Here's Nate Frazier. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
And the Monarchs will have it 1st and 10. Option look, it's Potter. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Potter. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give, and tick, 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 tick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Line gets set, 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.